Give me just a sec so you guys can see what I'm seeing. John, I like your mask.
Thanks. I just stepped out of the sanctuary for the first time since March with the board being there with Tara Beth, and it was very kind of surreal.
Yeah. Yep. No kidding. Jania did an awesome job leading, by the way, today. Carrie Ann. So
yeah,
good.
it was really awesome.
She also did an excellent job of teaching on Wednesday night. I assume you knew she did that.
I do. This was a banner week for her.
It was, I know. I talked to her on Monday. I was like, how you doing? She's like, well, I've got this and this and this and this. I'm like, oh my goodness. We did not help you schedule well. I had no idea that she was leading worship on
It's a good thing she's young.
Yep, that's right. Man. So I'm going to just kind of roll through a couple of events that we've got coming up. Hopefully you guys already know about these, but I'll just kind of give you some more info, answer any questions, kind of give you the layout for the whole fall, as much as we know at this point. And then we'll just talk through if there's any questions or anything like that. So hopefully we won't take too long, but I'm excited to hang with y'all today. I miss you. So biggest thing that we're kind of starting is in-person small groups. I have here starting the week of September 16th. That's actually the Wednesday of the week. And so some of them might begin earlier in that week, but I think in terms of Wednesdays. So yeah, that week we'll begin in-person small groups. I think they're going to be quite small. My guess would be definitely less than 10. And probably even a little less than that. All of our adult leaders, John, Joel, Allie, Melissa, myself, Julia will probably join me as well. We'll be leading a group. Those are going to be outside, so there'll probably just be one adult per group. Parents, you're more than welcome to jump in or sit nearby. They'll meet outside, so they may be on the church patio or in somebody's backyard or on a frozen yogurt outdoor patio. Each week might look a little different as well. And the goal is, obviously with these, just to be together in person and to maintain some of those relationships that honestly are really hard to maintain over Zoom. I think through the summer, it's from when we started in March, we're at something like 25 weeks of Zoom youth group, which has been really great. But we definitely saw just the participation and engagement kind of dip as the summer went on. We had actually really great numbers at the beginning, but definitely feeling like, okay, we need some sort of fresh approach here and a new take. And honestly, all of this is just experiment. Like we don't really know what's going to work, and we just want to stay as connected to kids in our community as we can. So this is what we're going to do. The idea is that the in-person groups and Zoom youth group will flip-flop weeks. So I'll show you kind of the full schedule for the fall in a few minutes, and you'll see kind of how that plays out. But we want your students to sign up for these small groups. So we've created a little form for them to fill out or for you to fill out. You're more than welcome to do that for them or have them do it. I'm going to put the link in the chat. I'm going to do this 3 times as we're meeting. So feel free to copy and paste. And if you go to the church website, pasnaz.org, and go to English and then Family Life, about halfway down, you'll see a section for student ministries, and all 3 of these links are there as well. So if you don't get them copied and pasted here, you can find them there. So this link is the link to sign up, the form for signing up. I haven't checked it in the last few days. I think that I had seen that Victoria and Jania and I think Albert had already signed up. That this was about a week ago, so it's been a little while since I've checked. But if you can encourage your kids to get signed up, that would be awesome, because we're looking forward to being together and getting as many folks as we can. We're going to. Whoop, I think I lost a couple. We're going to shape the groups. So based on whoever signs up, we'll kind of put the groups together. Sorry about that, Maria and Erica. I didn't see that you guys were in the waiting room. We will put the groups together just kind of based on who signs up. I think they'll mostly be kind of based on age and grade, but it won't be like, here's the 10th grade group. It'll probably be a little looser than that, just based on numbers and who we've got. So there's also, if you haven't done the registration yet, there's a place in there to put like, here's the one other student that I want to be with. Here are the days and times that I can meet and that I would be available. So trying to make it as flexible as possible for everybody. Any questions about those, the in-person small groups?
No.
All right. Let's see. Next thing. So this I think is, oh yeah. So we're gonna do something really silly and I think will be really fun. We're doing a Bob Ross painting night. This will be over Zoom. Parents and siblings are welcome to join as well. The cost is $25. That just basically covers materials. So if you already have paints and palette and brushes, then you're good to go. You don't need to pay that. Just still register and contact me, and I'll figure out if there's anything you do need. We can get that worked out. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be really silly. I am not a painter at all, so I am fairly certain that my offering will not be a masterpiece. But I love Bob Ross, and our students love kind of this retro and artistic thing. I think we have a really artistic group, so I'm super pumped to give this a try. If the $25 is too much of a burden, let me know. We can figure that out. I would love to just have your student connect no matter what. So that's the first priority for me. So this is September 19th. It's a Saturday. We'll start at 6 p.m. I think it'll probably take a couple hours, maybe 2 hours. Obviously his shows aren't that long, but I'm pretty sure we'll have to pause to kind of make sure we're staying up with him and have as many little happy trees as we can. So I'm guessing a couple hours, but I don't really know. We'll kind of see how it goes. Any questions about that at all? All right. Like I said this at the beginning before everybody was on. For anybody that's watching the recording, new sixth graders are welcome to jump on for anything that we've got going from this point forward. And especially in terms of the in-person small groups, I'm going to be hosting a small group specifically for our new sixth graders. And I've invited a couple seventh graders to join us as well, just to help them kind of get pulled in. So if you haven't gotten an email from me yet, watch for that. And if you don't get one, just reach out to me and I'll give you all the info. That just means something's wrong in our database. So for the next 3 weeks, we've decided to just take a break from the Zoom youth group. We know students are really busy kind of getting into school. Pretty much everybody's in that realm right now. Just kind of also felt like we needed a break so that we can kind of have a fresh start. So for the next 3 weeks, there won't be any Zoom youth group on Wednesday night. And then we'll start that again on September 23rd. So the small groups will start the week before that. So we'll kind of then flip-flop back and forth, and I'll show you the schedule for that in just a minute. We're gonna continue. I think some of your students, most of them that are on here, have connected with the Movie Mondays, which has been super fun. We've been doing that since March, and I've really loved making those connections. Rather than keeping that weekly, during school, I didn't want to change the day and kind of throw everything off. So we're going to do that once a month. So the third Monday of every month, we're still going to do the Movie Monday. So you can plan for that. That's via Netflix. And if you have any questions about that, you can let me know how to get connected. So the next one of those will be September 21st. And then, like I said, youth group starting again every other week starting September 23rd. So this is what the schedule will look like. We're already all the way through August, obviously. And I've talked about the in-person small groups starting, Bob Ross painting night, Movie Monday, youth group. So September we're kind of covered. And then moving forward from there, all of this is assuming that things are staying the way they are right now. So if things change, then we're going to try to be as much in person as we can, safely and responsibly, right? So if by November we can meet in person with no restrictions, then we're going to have youth group and not Zoom youth group. And we'll adjust the schedule accordingly and be together as much as we can. So all of this assumes things are staying as they are right now. So aside from just that every other week, I don't have the in-person small groups on here because those are at, all of them are going to be at a different day and time. So just assume if it's not a Zoom youth group week, it's a small group week. But if your students are connected to that, then the leader will contact them every week to let them know where they're going to meet and what time, if that's changing at all. So those aren't on here, but the Zoom youth groups are here, and the Movie Mondays are here. And I've got a couple just kind of like, I'm not sure what these are going to look like, but we're going to do something, events. One is a fall party. We're obviously not going to do Fall Fest in the way that we have in the past. But for student ministries, we'll do something. I've chosen the 30th for that. And then the last 2 years we've done during Advent cookies and carols. Again, I have no idea what that's going to look like, how we're going to be creative about that, but it's been a really fun favorite, I think, for our crew. And so we'll do something together, whether it's virtually or together, to be together, and I think also to care for our community in some way. So any questions about any of that at all? All right, one last thing. Feel free, you can see my contact info there. Let me give you two more links. And like I said, if you go to paznaz.org and find the Family Life section, you can get all of these links there as well. But let's see, here is the link for the Bob Ross Painting Night. You can sign up for that online. You can pay online or choose the pay later option if you want to pay by check, or if you already have materials and you want to talk with me about that. And then here's the link to this fall schedule. I'm actually going to send out hard copies of this to all of the addresses we have, so that you've got it to put on your fridge. But if you want to print it or save it on your phone, you can find it there as well. One last thing, you can see on the screen here, down in the bottom left-hand corner, a link for Remind, or instructions for Remind. If you're not connected to Remind already, it's basically just a texting program so that I can send out like text blasts, and it's not group texts. You're not going to get like 1,000 replies from every student or parent that has a question. So it's just an announcement, but you can also reply to me. So if I send something out, you can reply to me. You can get that in the Remind app, or set it to actually go into your instant message or your SMS program, whatever you use for that. And to get signed up for that, if you're not already, you just need to text at PAZNAZ-S to the number 81010. So instead of a phone number, do 81010, and then the content of the text is at PAZNAZ-S, and it'll send you a link to get signed up for our Remind group, so that you'll get all of those. Any questions at all? You guys are a very understanding, you're following along, you're capturing everything group. I love it. Carrie Ann, I'm sure this is how your classes will go. Positive. John, you too.
Hey, Dave, if you could just put what you just gave, the text number, in the chat, I think that might help. I know it's being recorded, but
For sure, yeah.
That might be easier.
Absolutely, good call. John, anything to add?
That aren't connected. I want you all to know that I appreciate the trust you have for the adult group and the support you've given to Dave. I think it's really important. But I would also just say that if any of you have any questions that would be board type questions, just feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I know that Dave's very involved in this time as well, but if you have anything that you'd like to address to me, know that I'm here for you, and I will be as open and transparent as I always am. So just know that I'm here for you as well.
Thanks, John. We did take, I don't know if your students told you, we took some time on this past Wednesday night to kind of answer any questions they had about Pastor Terabeth leaving and the process of, you know, what it looks like from here. So we've had some conversations about that. Like John said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to him or to me or to Pastor Ali. We'll all be able to answer questions, whatever that might look like, and whatever answers we have or don't have. All right, friends. Anything else I can enlighten for you today with whatever enlightenment I have? I'm willing to share it all, limited though it may be.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of this. It's wonderful. So appreciate it.
Our pleasure. We love our students.
And I think, Dave, the other thing I would just say that if you guys have, I tried to encourage this in our group, but I don't know how awkward it sounds sometimes, so maybe coming from parents would help. And that is trying to get friends involved in the small group. That might make it a little more connected within their own selves. And encouraging them, obviously. I don't know what the responses have been like yet. We've kind of just pushed it out a little bit ago, but maybe encouraging them to sign up for the small groups as well. But I'm correct on that, Dave. It's right. It's okay that I think it's a good idea that we encourage friends to join. Is that
For sure, yeah. And they can, like I said, they can even partner together and say, hey, I'm going to put your name down, you put my name down on the form, and then that'll nearly guarantee that they'll be in the same group. So, yeah, that's great.
I apologize, I'm not on video, but I don't think you want to see what the 210 freeway looks like with me driving.
Probably not. Thanks, John. All right, friends. Well, feel free to reach out to me, text, call, email, remind. Any of those ways will get me. Instagram direct message, and always available to you. Really grateful for you and to have you as friends and partners in ministry, and love your students. I pray for your families often, and looking forward to being together again at some point. And go Happy Trees. Come paint with us. All right, friends. Have a great day. Happy Sunday. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.